want us to look at it. The second thing we need to do for us to understand this again is also to participate. The MD has said it all. He said there's no question that is, I'm not hearing this response. There's no question that is foolish. Because out of a serious situation, just like imagination, it looks stupid. But before you know it, the real answer, the real solution for it. Hello? Yeah, fine. So, that's why we really need to get the agency out, move slowly, and move on. Our promise professor said, yeah. Let me.
That have to around. I go there, tell them that my market here. So when I enter the offices, they give me the opportunity to talk to them. So when I bring a customer to them, if they are selling this product 50,000, they will say that tell them they say that I will 60 and 10,000 dollars. That's how I started. But I know money, just thinking of it. Thank you.
So, the business is that's what's okay.
Because I don't have any money at the time. So I asked them to pay me there. From there, I gave them what they want. And that's why I just then I'll take my own change, and then I'll use the money for other business.
Method that we have used to raise money is possible, obviously, because of the kind of business you do. In our case, and the simple economic theory of demand and supply is when you have demand, if it's greater than supply, okay, you want me to have as a teacher, and I will do that. Can I explain what this? We must know how to raise funds and must know how to manage it. Now, I want to believe that all of you here are my colleagues because we are supposed to see you. And there's no CEO. The only difference is size. The kind of decisions you take, the kind of decisions the CEO Zenith will take, the CEO Parallex will take, even the president will take. Trust. The difference between your position and all these positions will have the size and scale of your business. Trust us. Now, talk about the size. You got to make sure that you understand what you're doing. It will be rude for me to ask more than can we all sit down, please? And please pardon me for inconveniencing you, but I have a job to do. Hello? Yeah, I have a job to do. I don't get paid if I don't do my job. I don't know whether you pay people in your office if they don't do their job. In a very short period of time, I think money again. Trust us. And the client I see, I'm sure some of us are top and the CEO, you see them in your own thinking. No. Trust us. If your manufacturing is now, take from the commission. Isn't it? Because you got to manufacture the goods first before you sell them and then receive money. Except you are producing an essential bottom food, you got to pay. And people need to be big that can do it. Nobody we look at the sources of finance, in some experiences you have not had one way. So when I say source of funds, and we have this, look at them, what's your company to ask to this? Or what are them? One or two of those sources. Of course, this is our dead objectives. What are the necessary sources of what? What are we trying to do last time? Because I just be fast to teaching. Not like a particular learning for me to do this. Right? And after that, we understand what's going on. Can somebody tell me that capital? Money, Abi? Hey. Hello? Please, I understand that you understand what I'm saying. It's difficult for me to move ahead. So just follow me. So, when I say capital structure, what I want to come to the lowest English. Let's say money structure. Hello? Most of the time, it has been proven that you need to live for today before you see tomorrow, isn't it? So we all live in the short term, isn't it? Even when we have a long-term goal objective, you must actualize your short-term objective first for you to get to the long-term. It's not possible for you to, I don't know whether it's possible, I mean, because they say all things are possible anyway, but I don't think it's scientifically possible for you to live long-term without thinking of your short-term existence. Is it possible? I don't know. Because if anybody thinks it's possible, I want to learn too. Yes, so that's why I want to look and see the need. You know, for short-term financing and the opportunity arising from it. And when you talk of short-term finances, the only thing that takes us to my second question is that when I have this money, how do I manage it? You understand? And that's what in big organization we call working capital management. Okay, if you want to use our usual English, what would we now call that on working capital management? How would we now call that? Oh yeah, now. Hello. Yeah, this way is not different this morning. I don't like a class that is dull. I want an active class.
All right, moving forward on today's unique experience we're having right here, K&G Center, Oregon, Lagos, Nigeria. We want to meet one of the resource persons for this unique event, which is actually bringing to bear what the economy and leaders in the financial institution should look like in Nigeria. So it's our pleasure to have you. Sir, please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name's Peter Adeshawo.
All right, sir.
Yeah, I presently run a management and financial consulting firm called Eagle Eye Consult.
All right, sir.
I'm the CEO.
Sir, it's our pleasure to have you once again. Sir, let's start from here. How would you define the young Nigerian entrepreneur?
That's a very big one. But for me, I see them in the area of they're very energetic, very innovative, very smart, and they look promising.
Wow. Now, we're having this unique experience here called the Parallex Microfinance Bank. They felt it's not all about giving the funds. It's about having the tools that is going to drive this business when you start. How would you define this innovation from this microfinance bank?
I have been in this sector for some time, and I quite appreciate this. Because the way to go is this way. First, discover the target market, bring them together under an umbrella, let them know some of those things that they don't know. Then you will also be solving some problem for yourselves. Because now the clients are better informed, some of their doubts have been removed, and they now see it as a business transaction both on your side and their own side. Now it's a win-win thing. Now I am sure when these people live here today, they will go back to their different businesses to practice some of these things that they've been taught. They have a different idea what a bank loan is about now. They know now that the bank is not Father Christmas. It's giving them, the bank is in business. And because the bank is in business, just like they're in the business, they need to play their own part very well. Whatever they've agreed to do with the bank, they do it. They need to bring information that are correct to the bank so that the bankers will be able to help them.
So that's very huge. Yeah. So let's move aside from assessing loans, getting loans, and let's talk about businesses in Nigeria or in the sub-region West Africa. It runs more like an individual other than a system. What do you think?
I think it has something to do with culture, our culture in the past. But I think it's changing very fast now too. Now, and that brings us to the issue of corporate governance. Now, people are beginning to, you see, I don't see anything wrong in family business or one-man business. But what I see that is wrong is them that at the point when you are supposed to expand, if you fail to expand, there's a problem. Again, it shouldn't be monopoly of knowledge. I have not seen a graduate of experience. So the best thing that work with 2 or 3 or 4 person, 2, 3 good they say is better than one. So as your business grow, even if you start maybe because of the size of money, you are starting as a one-man show or one-man business, encourage other people to see the vision you see. You must have an objective, you must have a vision, a mission, and values. Those values should not be unique to you alone. So other people should be able to share from this and be able to fall into that business with you. And when they do that, you see that you'll be creating values along the line, more people coming in, and the business will be growing. You won't see business dying after the founder.
So before we take the last question, we would like you to share what you think about the idea of franchising. In this part of the world, people don't embrace franchising. We've seen the likes of McDonald's having branches virtually all around the world because they were able to build a system and people bought that particular system and auto-run it. What do you think?
It's the new way of life now. Like I said, people are beginning to have education to some of those, a better modern way of running businesses. Maybe in the past, a lot of people don't know that, and they think that they are helping other people to build their businesses by buying into franchise. But now we have seen that there are some limitations that you meet if you are entering into business directly. For instance, the target market might be limited, and the brand might not be encouraging. So the way to go is to look for franchise, a very good selling one, and just look. Every business you do, there's a company already existing. So it's a way to start business. I can choose, for instance, now to take maybe look at Mr. Biggs.
Exactly, I was going to go there.
Look at Mr. Biggs. All those outlets are being run by some private individuals, but under the branding. I once worked for a company called Avis Nigeria, and it's franchise. The company, the Avis, is in about almost 5,000 outlets all over the world. And you can imagine, and this is a vision of one man called Warren Davis, who was a general in the army and felt that that service would be necessary for people to do. He went ahead to develop it, and I can't imagine the number of staff they have worldwide now. You understand? So this is the thing. But as we have people having more knowledge in this new direction, we have people embracing them. I think those organizations also need to organize things like this. Let people see the advantage that if you start with me, these are the advantage. If you buy into this franchise, is it not the brand they are selling? So and some particular code of operation.
So I want to thank you very much. But on the final note, looking at the camera now, there are people, they don't have the opportunity of being in this seminar. Please leave some words for young aspiring entrepreneurs watching us all over the world.
Okay, to me, I just believe straight that if you want to go into business, the first thing to do is to get a plan. That plan, we call it a business plan. I can even go back a bit to say when you are not sure, do a feasibility studies. Find out whether is this business visible in this location, because at times what is profitable here or visible here may not be visible here. You understand? So I want them to do that. And if you think you cannot do it, look for some people to help you. There are small and medium scale consultants that want to help you. You can also approach a bank, tell them, that this is my plan. They can help you to develop something. We don't need to keep those ideas to ourselves. Come out with it. I'm not saying the first person you go to might understand or take it from you. But I think what makes the success of that keep on trying.
So I want to
try more, get there.
Thank you very much.
Focus and remain on.
All right, sir. So once again, thank you very much. Okay, our viewers are moving forward now. You just heard it now. The resource person for this unique event just share some of his thoughts. It's not all about you running the business as an individual, but try and build a system that will last. It is still your favorite channel, WinTV247. My name is Christopher Morris. TS Raphael on the camera. We'll be right back after this break.